work on a continuation of streaming infrastructure. So previously, the best we could do is upload stuff to S3, and that was very easy, but it has a bunch of issues with latency, where it's very hard to maintain a low latency stream, um, because there's quite a bit of buffering at um, the server side and the S3 communication, so a whole bunch of issues can happen. So now what I'm going to work on is just having like my own sort of like CDN, which has much less latency. So with S3, what was happening is the latency between the instance and S3 was anywhere from 400 to 200 milliseconds, and I'm trying to get latency which is consistent and within 250 milliseconds if possible. This is the latency of uploading a chunk, so I'm guessing that this can be improved with a bit of HTTP or TCP settings modification, but I'm not really going to mess with that today. I'm just going to see if communication with two instances in the same region is fast or faster than an S3 upload. My guess is that it is. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at right now. I have an ARM machine. I was initially thinking of like keeping everything on disk, and like, yeah, anyways, so that's not what I want to do. What I'm actually going to do is have a smaller disk, like a very small disk, and let's say per hour 4K footage at 60 FPS, probably like 100 gigs, and at least we want to keep 5 minutes of it, so it'd be like 5 gigs. So just to be sure, like 10 gigs, and we'll just have a general purpose. Although we could have this, since it's pretty low, it'd only be like $1 or something per month and 500 IOPS. I don't know if this actually helps. It probably actually does, but I'm not sure. But we'll just leave it here for now. This is a 2-core 4 gigabytes of memory machine, and it will serve as the stream server, basically. So our goal is to stream HLS fragments directly to the server and to receive the delete requests based on the client side. This will cause issues, given that clients aren't always clients will not always be setting delete requests and stuff. So yeah, this is something that I'll have to do server side eventually, but for now we should be able to work with this. So pretty simply, I'm trying to see if we can get sub-second latency if I upload to a server, and if the video player, so the web page that plays the video, if they query like a load balanced server or something, or they like basically get like a proxy to the server that someone else is streaming at, and that proxy will like keep the segments pretty much, and you can have like multiple proxies for the same stream basically, and you scale it based on demand. So so there's a few moving parts here, but it's not really that complex. Okay, so even for testing purposes, I'm not like really gonna mess with this. Actually, no, I need to. It's gonna be easier for me. So my list size is 5. I'm just putting in the default values here just to be sure that I don't have anything that overrides it here. Alright, we're gonna connect to the instance. Oops. Okay, we're gonna need NVM. Oops. We're gonna write a new server basically. And we're gonna use the SDK and Express. Okay. Okay. All right, so the format should be Oh, hold up. 2 seconds. Yeah, I think it's a terrible idea for now to even like try to mess with that. So there's politics involved. So we'll just go with keys for now and say fuck all of the rest. There's not like that much of a latency difference actually with like a production system, since the first entry that a client has with the stream is a M3U8 master playlist file. So when they get a playlist file, it'll be an up-to-date one. Since we do all the checking before, and then afterwards we just fetch and serve, and then the client decides or dictates which other segments are fetched after that. So once the auth is done, it doesn't really need to be checked again. So yeah, I just wasted a bit of time, but it's not that much of a problem here. So we're just gonna go for like a prototype right now. So if I'm deleting a file, what I want to do is basically just just delete it basically. So we're gonna have like super simple these can all be asynchronous. Not sure if this improves performance. I guess we can technically test this. Okay, so if we're getting it, we're creating a reach tree. Okay. And we're piping it into the response. If we're posting, we create a write stream, and we pipe the request into it. So I don't really need S3. Yeah, basically. So this type of stuff is like super, like I should be able to run it like just like this for now, but I want a bit of logging. Actually, no, this is good. I'm just gonna run it in the background. Alright, so you're gonna try to stream it. Yes, it's not working. Maybe oh yeah, okay, so I think this is an OBS issue. If I start, okay, cool. So this should work technically. I think this should be the same as well. Yeah. Okay, so I think the issue is, again, I need to stop streaming and start recording, so I'll be